Hello people, I am Sky Demolisher and welcome back for part 3 of our Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine Let's Play. Last week we just met Lieutenant Mera and we are going off to try to get rid of one of the planetary defense cannons. So without further ado, we'll get into it. So we're back on the the surface of the world. You can see the ruins. Now funnily enough, Games Workshop sell ruins, or used to sell ruins that look just like that. And I don't think they sell these, but I think Forge World did. And of course in the distance there, just there, is one of the planetary defense guns. Now, you might have caught right at the end of the last episode, they they mentioned, was it Manufactorum Ajaxus? At least I think it was Ajaxus. And a Titan. Now, a Titan you will get to see later in the game, but they are basically gigantic mechs. They are normally piloted by, I think, teams of 2 and above. I think that it's been a long time, but I think this is right. I think the Warhound Titans are piloted by two people, and then you start to get larger and larger Titans from there. It's probably not very good, but third episode in, going to point out there's no jump button in this. So you always need to be looking for, bits to get up. So obviously we just got hit by, I'm pretty sure it was just a blind grenade for that one. If I remember correct, I believe there was a, servo skull here. Now, since I've pretty much got all the servo skulls, it's probably hard to explain what they look like, and it's very, very hard to see, but a servo skull is that little thing right at the bottom there. Basically, they look like skulls that have like little guns or manipulating arms, that sort of thing. They float around the place. Very few characters in the actual tabletop game use them, but if you play a game like Inquisitor, that sort of thing, you get access to them there. Dark Heresy, that was another RPG. Now, very much like the Transformer games earlier, these guns have unlimited ammo when they're attached. If you detach them, they will only have a limited amount of ammo. And then ones like this, I'll just show you. If you keep firing, that yellow bar will eventually fill up. It overheats.
Almost as soon as we got here, nearly 2 weeks ago.
I think, if I remember right, there is a way, if you get onto one of these and you get it heating up, you want to cool it down quick, you just hit the reload and hold it. Now, what I will do though is I will pinch this, because it's heavy bolter. It's an even bigger gun. and it does even more damage. So you see there's only 150 ammo on this. It's kind of like a machine gun, but it's not. Like the machine gun things for the 40k universe are basically assault cannons. I think you kind of see them with
Weapons authorization confirmed. Access granted.
heavy weapons teams and stuff. So we get a different kind of bolter. So this is a stalker bolter. It's a bit like a sniper rifle. And then, yeah. So we've now got the bolt pistol. So you can see that sort of there in his left hand. The bolter, which I can't really spin the camera in such a way that you can see it, but that's what the bolter looks like. And then the stalker bolter is basically the same bolter with a longer barrel and a sniper scope.
That's where the orcs breached the gun battery. We haven't been able to make it inside the wall. There just aren't enough of us.
You have survived this long on your own, Lieutenant. You have done well. But you are no longer alone. We will retake the gun. You will get your reinforcements.
I'll hold you to that, Captain.
So I think all up, the game has actually done really well to show you what like the Space Marine armor looks like, and you know, the Imperial Guard armor, that sort of thing. I'm trying to do a stalker bolter. I think he's actually behind that pillar, so. Yeah, there he is. Couple whiffs.
Work quotas have been
Orcs
reduced by
on the high
1%
ground.
to account for emergency disruption of the
Smash those Space Marines!
Bit of whiffing here. What I'm actually trying to do is try to aim it straight onto his head, because there we go. If you get them like dead shot, like between the eyes, their heads will explode and it will kill them instantly. If you shoot them in the shoulder or something like that, it will take a couple hits before they go down. Always remember to use your combat roll to get in and out of like dangerous situations if you need to. I'll swap back to the normal bolter. Unfortunately, there's no like mini maps or anything, so you know, you can get a little lost at times. The game will generally try to guide you exactly where you need to go, but
Kill the Space Marines!
it's weird. I don't know how well you can hear that, but there's sort of like an alarm type sound. Generally, if I remember right, that's normally what indicates that there's a servo skull around.
Get Space Marines! It's the Space Marines!
You don't really have to worry too much about Grots and you know, Gretchens. I think I said previous episode, it always pays to keep an eye out for the you know, explosive barrels and stuff. They certainly help. The other side of it is knowing not to be near them. because they damage you just as much as they damage your enemies.
Once we get through these battlements, we will use the breach caused by the rock to enter the gun fortress.
You can run in the game if you want, or you can just, you know, take it slow and steady. Now, I haven't used the Fury yet. Like, just shooting things, that sort of stuff that will replenish your Fury. But you don't want to overuse it, because you might find that you use it as a time, or at a time that you want to use it for something else, and then you won't have access to it. Now, if I remember right, if you use them in like a boss battle or something and then you die, it won't replenish like it was before the fight. So you do have to be careful. So you can see the orcs have already started to like orcify the land.
Look at these cables.
There must be powering orc contraptions across the battlefield.
Every once in a while you might also notice that like orcs will teleport in front of you that weren't there beforehand. That's more a glitch. There are actually orcs that do have like psychic powers that can allow them to teleport through the warp or through their weird science. But for the most part, you know, it's just a glitch. Right. So now we've got a jump pack. So with the jump packs, you are limited with your guns. So it will normally go like bolter and the bolt pistol. Basically something that you can use with one hand, because your other hand is being used with your chainsword. That sort of thing. And there is like an area attack. So if I go up, see how there's that little yellow thing? That allows you to do like a ground slam, which does do a lot of damage. Very handy though.
Space Marines, kill 'em!
Okay. It's a ground pound. Now this might automatically stun something for you, so that you're able to get health back. Doesn't always work, but see, like that one in the wall. Couldn't attack him to get the health back.
Kill them Space Marines! It's a fight now!
You will have the normal way to execute and stuff, stun them. See, one of them just shot at those barrels. Now, orc weapons aren't, you know, super accurate or anything, so you might find a couple of missiles will like go AWOL or whatever. It can lead to some very amusing moments, basically as they like take out their own people. Yeah, things like the jump pack aren't like optional in the campaign. They're forced things for certain segments. Basically, you'll put it on, you'll do something, and then you'll lose it. You don't really need to fly very far to get the ground pound going. You don't need to be super accurate with it either. You can use it to get little bursts to you know, to dodge. See, that one ground pound made what? 5 orcs go into their stun mode. Very handy. Anyway, I think I was talking about the jump pack. So, in like the multiplayer mode, you do have like the options of what kind of Space Marine you were playing as. So there's the old standard one. There are like jump troopers, so you'll have a jump pack, and there's a heavy. Now heavies have like the heavy weapons. Whoop. Completely missed that one. And like in the tabletop game, you wouldn't you would never run like your jump troops like this. Not as single, you know, like a single person. Unless you're playing like, was it Kill Team? Kill Team was always a bit more like lenient. And should have pointed out there, do be aware that some orcs will hold open you know, entryways for other orcs to come in. Looks pretty clear. If I remember right, we'll lose the pack in a minute. There we go. What's that time? Oh, right. Wow. I just see the time is right on the sort of 20-minute mark again, so I will end it here. And next week we will attack the orcs in the belly of the beast within the gun fortress. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Maybe share it with your friends if you think they'd enjoy it too. And until next time, take care of yourselves. Bye.